send it up to CJ.
Six by 3-minute rounds for the Dragonfire State Cruiserweight title. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He is trained by Bobby Antonopoulos from Spartan Boxing with an official weight of 84.5 kilograms. He has a record of 18 fights with 12 losses, 2 draws, and 4 wins. Hailing from Luna in New South Wales, ladies and gentlemen, this is with an official weight of 87.5 kilograms. He has a record of 7 fights for 7 wins. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the $6 billion man, Glen.
Thank you, CJ. And when the action begins, your referee in charge is Mr. Bill Seth for this co-main event. Final instructions. And did you like that little Conor McGregor or Vince McMahon strut there by Steve Austin then? Did you spot that?
I did. Glenn's definitely here to
entertain
the crowd. And I just want to make mention that you saw Glen as he comes and he kisses the hat that he wears for his dad, and he's got his mum's hanky in his sock as well. So he fights obviously in honour of his parents. And that's, you can see his coach in the corner wearing the hat as he fights.
No, that's sensational stuff. And once again, he said, I saw his post on social media, he said he's not losing tonight. So that's how hungry Steve Austin is. He's not losing, and scheduled for 6 3-minute rounds for the WA State Cruiserweight title. So he wants it badly.
And you can see he's taking centre ring at the moment. He's taking the middle of the ring, and you can see that Nick's on the back foot. Nick's going to be hungry. He hasn't fought since 2017, but he's fought some, obviously, quality opponents. He's fought for the New South Wales super middleweight title, the light heavyweight title, and the cruiserweight title. So he's fighting quality opponents.
And both been out of the ring for a while, but we knew how experienced Xipolitas was.
Yeah. And we know that, Glen hasn't fought since 2018 when he had a great win against Rob Powell.
Oh, that was fight of the year that year. Yeah. It was like he was hurt in that round and then came back and stopped Rob Powell drill. That's like, we thought that was it, and look at him go.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of support here tonight as well, which is great to see. But he's boxing well so far early in this first round.
Yeah, he's just using some good distance. And some good
he's a
punches.
smart boxer, isn't he? He's a smart boxer.
Yeah. He's experienced. He's been around for a long time.
That's why it was so surprising, that power drill fight, when they were just cracking each other in one of the rounds of the year. The rounds we've ever seen in Thunderdome history. That's a nice punch there by Austin. He's going after him. He might have Xipolitas a bit stunned there, right in front of our commentary position. He's stalking his opponent. Nice movement there, feints and lands a couple more punches. Xipolitas still dangerous. Nice shot to the body there by Xipolitas, who's got a lot of supporters watching online. Tweets coming through.
And again, it's just not, it's gone back to, he led with the big right to the body. Try to set it up with some jabs first. You can see Glen there sets up a nice jab, and that just creates angles, it creates distance. It opens doors to the next punch.
Nice body shot there by the $6 billion man, showing he's gone up in value for a reason. Some nice overhand, but nice block there by Austin, but it was a nice punch by Xipolitas. That's a nice punch there by Austin. Another one gets through. You hear the chants from the crowd. Yelling at Austin. And thanks again to Forever Classic 6IX. Great supporters of this great event. Great radio station. Hello to Burjo on tomorrow morning. Probably watching online.
I see him very often in Vic Park, so I'll have to...
Closing stages. Sure. Yes, I'll tell him you said hello.
Yep.
Good man, Burjo. Round 1 in the books in this co-main event at Thunderdome 38. WA State Cruiserweight title on the line. It's our beautiful ring girls, Lee Sandy Chung, full play dance. Melissa, newcomer to Thunderdome, and of course we all know Sarah. So good to see her back. She hasn't been there for a little while, so good to see her back here at Thunderdome. But yeah, interesting first round. I thought that Austin boxed very well and picked his moment. You can see his experience against another experienced fighter, but both haven't been in the ring for a while, so that's what was intriguing about this matchup, the ring rust on either side. But Austin doesn't look like he skipped a beat.
No, he certainly come out aggressive. He came out, took the centre ring, scored with the much cleaner punches, and he stayed calm. There's a couple of times where he may have felt that he hurt him, Nick.
Rushed in.
But
that's what happened in the power drill fight.
But he didn't rush in. He took his time.
Learn from that experience from an already experienced fighter. Round 2.
But as we said, Nick hasn't come over here for a haircut. He hasn't come over here just to make up numbers. He's going to be hungry. He's going to want to win. So it's going to be interesting to see what he can bring to stop Glen from just coming forward there.
Basically to exchange jabs to the body before Austin comes and lands a combination of punches. Xipolitas hasn't really responded yet, but moving around the ring, trying to stay away from Austin as Austin just has a little bit of a jog in the middle and is stalking Xipolitas right now as he comes over to the corner. They hurt him to the body then. Xipolitas, he felt that shot to the body and he's covering it up.
That's why we say, as I said, body shots are like money in the bank.
Nice cover up by Austin then. Xipolitas goes on the attack, but I think that the key now is to go to the body again, Paul.
Absolutely, money in the bank. When you want to withdraw, it's going to be there later, and this is obviously a 6-round fight.
I've taken that line off you. I like that one.
You can take it. I'll tell you.
Minus cardio is king, and money in the bank. Love it.
Absolutely.
Look at that. In and out. Nice work there by Austin. But I think that, again, the fresher of the two fighters, you can tell that he's been hurt to the body and he's wary of Austin going down there again. But he is fighting back nicely. Xipolitas.
Yeah. He's here for the fight. It's just that he's just not opening up. He seems to just be happy to cover up here, try to catch it on the gloves. They're not really responding with much at the moment. So
nice punch there by Austin. See if he goes back to the body, and he does just that on cue.
Yeah. And that's where, obviously, when those hands come up so high just to block, the body's just open there.
Xipolitas isn't, he's moving to the middle of the ring now, but looking for that break there by Bill Seth. And they get told to box on as Austin comes forward. Xipolitas content to go up against the ropes and move away. It's the story of the fight so far. Austin coming forward and Xipolitas in retreat.
Yeah, there's that
body shot again. That's working a treat. That's the key to victory from now, what we've seen so far. But he's still got to be careful of that counter because Xipolitas is dangerous.
Yeah, he's leaving himself open that body shot by just picking up the elbows to just catch on the glove.
That's a nice body shot there by Xipolitas. Austin felt that one. He's trying to fight back and he wants to get off that ropes. It's a position that he hasn't been in for the majority of the fight.
You can tell, Brett, that the pace has slowed dramatically. We're only in the second round.
Closing stages of the second round. The mouth guard almost came out there from Xipolitas, but he got it back in. Nice combination there by Austin. Oh, nice left there, and Xipolitas was moving out. So Austin, again, he'd be confident with that second round after that. So they both stuck it in. So they both worked hard in the opening couple of rounds. Still scheduled for 6.
Yeah, well, you can see Nigel Groves in the corner of Glen Austin, and also Brett Spags. They're both getting him to, they made him stay standing and take some really big deep breaths in before he sat down. So, he might be finding the pace. That's why it slowed down a little bit. You can see that obviously Bobby Antonicus, he's working, ferociously on his fight to get us some Vaseline on the face. Both boys are taking some big deep breaths. So, Brett, it's pro boxing. We know that it's hard work, cruiserweight. You're saying about the fitness might come into this fight because we're only into the third round of a 6-round fight. So coming up to the halfway mark after this round, it's going to see who wants it more, really.
And that's it. And the thing is, in that second round where they said Austin lands some good body shot, but so did Xipolitas. So maybe the keys to victory for both fighters is go to the body.
Yep.
But Austin is content to throw a few uppercuts and go to the head, and he's having success early, but that's the slip. Will Seth will let him up, and but he won't be happy with that, Austin.
No, you're never happy even when you take a slip.
Need a body shot again, so nice strategy by Xipolitas. He lands one, nice one on Austin, so again, he's coming back well in this third round.
Yeah, so just a bit of changing levels from
Look at that.
And that's the difference, like obviously starting, but
He's hurt there.
Yeah.
That's another nice punch by Austin. So a bit reckless Xipolitas in that last exchange. He threw this massive overhand right that missed, well telegraphed, and Austin does it himself.
You can see here, as they come into it, Nick just ducks down and he keeps his hands low, and that's where Glen's catching that right hand.
This could be well, again, he's taken him well. I thought that, again, he let in too many punches then, Xipolitas, but that mouth guard is threatening to come out, isn't it?
Yeah, he's trying to take some big, deep breaths. So they said there's no jabs at the moment. They're just swinging for the fences at the moment.
I think they're both tied, but if you're going to look at who's more tied, you'd have to say Xipolitas.
At the moment, absolutely. But there you go. He pushed Glen back with a couple of double jabs. You know, the first time he's thrown a double jab, and then he gets some punches, and he nearly walked into a huge right hook.
Right in front of where we are. We had a massive view of that.
And that's where we spoke about earlier on in some early fights. But you just can't walk forward without throwing punches. You're just going to walk into them. And there it is again. See, he ducks down, and you can see Glen just throwing
the same thing.
The right hand. He keeps ducking, keeping that left hand nice and low. And Glen's coming over the top of that, the short right hand.
Nice counter there. They said they both got openings, and they said they're both very dangerous still. But again, it's Austin
again. Found a home for it.
Yeah, and it's the same pattern, and Xipolitas keeps walking into it with that by ducking down like that.
Ducking down, keeping the left hand low, and Glen's just coming over top. If he shortened it up just a little bit, it came more down onto the punch, which he tried to do then. And you can see, I think Nick's go-to punch is that big, just right hook to the body, but he has to.
Oh, nice left there by Austin. Beautiful work. But again, Xipolitas is eating him well. He's got a hard head.
He can take some punishment, and he's getting it all at the moment.
Chasing Austin around now, but nice footwork there by Austin to stay out of arm's length and not take any damage at all. Oh, that's another nice punch. But
yes, you can see Glen definitely looks as a heavier fighter at the moment. He's definitely got the size and that weight as the longer the fight goes on.
Closing stages of round 3.
That's where it takes its toll. When you're wearing the opponent down, that's where that extra weight can play a big part.
I think that Austin is racking up the rounds here. That was a good round for him. Yeah. They're very tough. Xipolitas, you've got to hand it to him. He's a tough opponent, and he's not going down easy because a couple of times I thought, wow, he might be hurt here, but he just kept on coming forward.
It's an evenly matched fight, Brett. You can see both guys have got there. Nick's he's just not doing enough to win the rounds. He's not scoring enough. No. So he's in the fight, but he's just, he's not doing enough to score any rounds in his favour at the moment. Glen's landing the more, the better scoring punches, and he's probably got a bit better at the ring control. But like as you said, he's still taking some punishment as well. But Nick just hasn't got the power behind him at the moment. He's
there's a difference. There's a difference in class so far, but again, it's not too far apart.
Yeah, evenly matched fight at the moment, I'll say.
Getting into round 4. I believe he sort of didn't start in his corner. He sort of went to the centre of the ring, didn't he?
And you can see when the boys have come out both throwing a jab each, but there's nothing behind those jabs.
No.
You know, and it's not that all the jabs have to be with bad intentions, but the jabs aren't really doing their job. They're not doing what they're designed to do to find it. And that was the best one that we've had.
Yeah, and Austin's still got to be careful because he can get caught in the counter. Because Xipolitas is still showing that he's got a bit of power behind him, but just not showing enough now. And again, the accumulation of punches by Austin is just starting to take over.
Yep, and that's what's winning the fight. And that's where you can see, as you said, Brett, he's dangerous because although he might not have the power, he's willing to engage, and that's what causes the danger because you can get caught with anything in boxing, and as we know, one punch can change the fight. But just closing up there and then swinging for the fences.
Oh, and then Austin weighs on the crowd. It's like, I'm having fun in here. They touch gloves, but his corner of Xipolitas did not like that whatsoever and say, go get him.
Yeah.
It didn't like that at all. It's like showboating, they call it.
Yep.
But again, Austin is entitled to have fun. He's dominating the fight so far.
Well, I think he saw the punch that came from yesterday. Glenn missed from it, and he did the Floyd Mayweather and the Billy Joe Saunders, and he looked out to go, was that supposed to hit me?
Yeah. When I say dominating, I probably mean on the scorecards. I said, like, again, he's just a step behind his abilities.
Yeah, it's, as you said, it's an even fight. I mean, both guys are in it, you know, but this is just another good, clean right hand. But Glen's just scoring more, as I said, cleaner punches. At the moment, he doesn't look like he's hurt Nick to the point that we thought the fight's over.
Exactly.
So, as I said, and Nick's still dangerous because he's still prepared to trade.
The interesting, it's like Austin has still been going to the head, but the one that hurt him in the second round was to the body. Yeah, I don't think he's gone back there.
Yeah.
Do you find that interesting that he hasn't gone back to the world that...
Yeah, I find it interesting. I've said it all night, that sometimes if you find something that's working, you know, as they say, it's low-hanging fruit. You can go and pick it any time you want, and it's whether the opponent can adjust and adapt to that. At this stage, we haven't seen Nick adapt to being able to take the body shot, so it's still there to take. But Glen's decided to go down a different route. No, because that body's right there. It's there for the taking. You know, Glen's just got to sit behind. He's still going for that overhand right. It'd be good to see him change levels first, to go down before he came back up. So if he went down to the body and then came upstairs, I think he'd have much better success with that right hand to the head.
Yeah. He goes, if he fights again, Xipolitas, and he has to go check his mouth guard because it's slipping out a lot, isn't it? He's done well to keep it in.
Yeah. There he's gone to the body now. Look at that.
Yeah.
Hurt him again.
That's it. He's probably listening to us. You heard it. End of round 4. Scheduled for 6. So a couple more to go. That's his scheduled for. It looks to be heading that direction. We didn't think so when Austin started to land a few punches. But again, Xipolitas has shown how tough he is. And durable. He's a durable fighter.
Yeah. Definitely a tough fight, and as I said, he came over here prepared to fight Matty Floyd for the state light heavyweight title. So he's got guts because, you know, Matty's a big puncher.
Yeah, it certainly is.
Big puncher, and he was still prepared to take him on. And then he's obviously that fight's fallen through with COVID, and then Glen stepped up, and he's happy to take the fight at a heavier weight. So
another fight we were previewing on Sport FM, and especially in this week during the lead of the fight. Big shout out to Matt Grublich, who's here tonight enjoying the fights. But yeah, I mean, it's one of the fights we're looking forward to, based on the length of time out of the ring and how tough we know both fighters are.
Yeah. And that's one of the other things, Brett. Given the fact that they have had such a long time out of the ring, the longer the fight goes, the better they should get. You know, if they've come here in shape, they're prepared, they're ready to rock and roll. You know, the first couple of rounds might have some ring rust, and the longer the fight goes, they can get into their rhythm. But both guys haven't really, you know, established a jab and range. Glen's certainly done it better. But as you said, it'd be good to see him.
He's just doing it better.
Yeah.
One step ahead.
Good to see him. See that overhand right, it'd just be good to see him after some jabs, throw some body punches first, and then come up to the head. And I think he'd have much more success.
And this is where Austin's got to be careful that, you know, he's walking forward. It's like, this guy can't hurt me, and that's when you get caught. So this is where you've got to be careful as well.
Yeah. And
he's walking forward now and stalking his opponent, but again, still think Xipolitas can be dangerous on the counter and throw that punch that lands.
Well, anytime you're prepared to be trading, you're dangerous. You can see that Bobby Antonicus, he's urging Nick to go forward. You know, he's not happy that he's on the back foot and just prepared to basically wear some punishment. He wants him going forward, but
Austin's forcing that action, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's not allowing that to happen. Oh, look at that. That's a great punch there by Austin.
See, and he went down to the body first, and then he came over the top with the right hand. So
he wants that WA State Cruiserweight title.
Yep. There's that body shot. See, he went up high and then he went down low, and that's what opens up those shots. It's changing levels. I don't think he's going to, if he lands a few more of those, I'm not sure how much Nick Xipolitas is going to take of those body shots. He can go up high again and then drop down to the body.
Oh, a nice punch there by Xipolitas that lands.
But Glen just walked through it, and that's saying that at the moment, you know, he hasn't got any weight
behind.
He just hasn't got any weight behind his punches.
Nice left there by Austin. So he returned it in kind. It's under a minute left in our round, so. Oh, there you go. It's a nice flurry there, but again by Austin. But again, Xipolitas just more tired than hurt. It doesn't look like he can be hurt at this stage. So.
And I think Glen was just like you said, he wasn't throwing a lot of power behind those punches. He was just scoring. And that's the clever thing to do. Load up the punches, tap him, find the shot, and then when you're ready to load up for the big one, that's when you go to town.
Closing stages. The fourth round. So we head to the sixth and final round.
And Nick Xipolitas, obviously, you know, he's got such heart. Taking some big deep breaths. Glen's taking some big deep breaths. Nick's going to need a stoppage to win the fight. There's no question about that.
Doesn't look tired. Doesn't look uncomfortable. Just looks a tad tired. And Glen Austin. Won't call him Stone Cold. I'll still call him the $1 billion man. But yeah, on his feet. But yeah, it's like we thought that a stoppage might be coming early after that body shot, but then we noticed this one might be going the distance because of how tough and durable that we found out that Xipolitas has been.
Yeah, well, it'll be interesting to see where they want to go from after here, Brett, because as I said, the scheduled fight was to be against the state light heavyweight champion, who's certainly back in town after COVID for this next fight in September. So interesting to see what comes of this, if either of these guys want to fight or where it goes from there.
Touch gloves to the sixth and final round. And again, this is where Xipolitas really might go after it, saying because he knows he's behind the scorecards. There's no doubt about it. So
yeah, I don't
he's still walking back.
I don't think he has. I don't think he's got that fitness in him. I think
you wouldn't think so, but stranger things have happened.
Yeah.
But Austin still looks fresh, and he's still going after it in the same manner he has for the first 5 rounds.
Yeah. And that's the thing, coming forward, there's that body shot. And see when he changes angles, he changes levels, he goes down, as the crowd starts to cry out.
Austin chance. And now again, Glen will love that. Yeah, he loves the energy that his followers bring him.
Yeah, well, as I said, he's fighting for his mum and dad. It represents him. He's a father. He's a family man.
I know, he certainly is.
It's interesting to see whether Nick's going to just bite on the mouth guard and just try and lay it on the line. Coming up to the halfway mark, or I'd say around about halfway of the last round.
Yep, we're halfway there.
So can he pull something out?
I think he's going to go for it here. As I said, he's been very technical and just following up all the good work that he's accumulated across 5.5 rounds. So this is constantly worn down Xipolitas, where Xipolitas really, you're right, we all knew it, but he just doesn't look to have anything left in the tank at all. And look, he stumbles again, but again, I think he'll survive.
Yeah, I don't think he's taken any major punishment except for those body shots, and it's just, as I said.
Austin's going to go for it. Austin wants this stoppage, and he's going to go for it. But
and look at that, he's
whether
game.
he gets enough is
exactly
another
that.
question.
He swings back.
This is where, as soon as CJ said that 60 seconds, I think Xipolitas heard that, and it was like he's, well, this is my last hurrah. I'm going to give it everything I got.
Yeah. And that's where, again, Tony
Second
Tolch
win. Yeah,
matches it up. This has been an even fight.
The mouth guard finally come out. Yeah. It was threatening to come out all fight, and it finally did with 30 seconds left.
And he didn't even let him have a chance to rinse it. He said, nah, mate.
30 seconds left, and he's been threatening it all night.
Yep. We haven't had much blood in the ring tonight, so he's probably thought, nah, he can just take it as it is.
But he's boxed very well tonight, and well deserved this state cruiserweight title. That's all she wrote. They embrace. Good performance, especially by Steve Austin. A lot of heart shown by a very tired Nick Xipolitas as well, but I think it's a foregone conclusion what's going to happen here.
Yep.
And a money belt coming in as well.
Yeah.
So Ted DiBiase's belt.
You'll have fun. You'll have fun presenting that.
Both fighters to the center of the ring, please. Both fighters to the center of the ring. Bout 8 of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. 6 rounds of action in the cruiserweight division. Before we get to the decision, ladies and gentlemen, I think both of these fighters deserve another big round of applause. What a war! And now it's time to present the title, ladies and gentlemen. It'll be presented by Nigel Harbach here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. After 6 rounds of action, we turn to the judges for their decision. Ladies and gentlemen, it is unanimous. Your new Dragonfire State Cruiserweight Champion, the blue corner, Glen. $6 billion man, Glen, congratulations, WA State Cruiserweight Champion once again. How does that sound to you?
Yeah, fantastic, mate. I'm over the moon. I'm very, very happy. I love boxing. It's done so much for my life, and I'm glad to be back in here.
You look like you were having fun tonight. I mean, again, just before the entrance, you were doing the Vince McMahon strut. You were basically waving on the floor.
I don't do wrestling. That was Conor McGregor.
I was testing you. But you were also having fun during the fight, waving on the crowd during the fight as well. So, again, you look like you were having a lot of fun. You were boxing beautifully, but again, were you surprised you weren't able to get him out of there? He was very durable.
That's actually the longest I've ever spent in the boxing ring, 6 full 3-minute rounds. I've never done that. Usually I land shots like that and they go to sleep, so he's a tough motherfucker.
He certainly.
So credit to you, Nick. Well done, mate. Thanks for coming out.
Yeah, well done, Nick Xipolitas. And that might be his final fight of his career as well. So I heard that that's a rumour. It might be, so congratulate him, and you might be his final fight. So, again, where do you go from here? I mean, you haven't been in the ring since that magnificent Fight of the Year performance against Rob Powdrill. You're back in here winning titles again. I mean, you just don't stop.
Yeah, mate, I'll grab this for a sec. Go over coffee, this is going to take about 5 minutes. Because after the Powdrill fight, I was heavily concussed. I didn't get to do a speech, so now I'm going to say a few things. It's just flattering to have such a great support. Like, there's so many mates here. I love you guys so much. I appreciate you so much. Thanks, guys. I'm just flattered to have you all out here. It really means a lot to me. I don't take it for granted. It really means a hell of a lot. You know me, I'm a big sook. I could bloody cry right now. I want to thank Tony Tolge. Thanks to JK for having us. Great venue. I love fighting here, JK. And Tony Tolge, you're the second best promoter in Perth, mate. I love you. The best promoter is Nigel Groves, Perth Corporate Rumble. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to thank my friends for coming out so much. I've got such a great support crew. Hey, so my sponsors, all my sponsors have been friends of mine for years and years. So I'm just lucky to have friends that want to get behind me, help me chase my goals. So shout out to Michael Dorser, these are all very good friends of mine. Michael Dorser, Total Roofing Solutions, Macca and Holly McDonald, Brett McDonald, Next Electrical. Can my team get in the ring, please, all the boys? Richo, Michael Richardson, Real Mark Commercial, thank you, brother. Vando, Empire Property Solutions, Anthony Vanderwillen's not here, but I know Laura and the boys are out there representing him. Thanks, Laura, love you, brother. Okay, C Containers WA, Kevin Cooper's been a mentor for me for years. Thanks so much. Ursig Contractors, Chris Ursig, us Spill boys have got to stick together. Thanks, player. And my good friends Maggie and Warren Goodhart at Billingsgate Tattoo Studio and Reliant Transport for getting behind me. I'm very lucky to have all you guys. Love you guys. Russell, man, where are you? Get in the ring. I like this. Anybody got any questions? Or, thanks, guys. Love yous. Thanks, mate.
Always a pleasure for you. Ladies and gentlemen, your new WA State Cruiserweight Champion, the $6 billion man, Glen Austin. Let's get these photos, ladies and gentlemen. All